Rachel Zegler was supposed to be Hollywood's next big thing. At just 20, she won a Golden Globe, charmed audiences, and seemed destined for greatness. But fast forward to 2025, and her career's hanging by a thread, tangled in controversies, a box office disaster, and whispers of being blacklisted. So, what went wrong? And can she claw her way back? Stick around, because this story's got more twists than a blockbuster thriller, and we're diving into the drama that's got everyone talking. Let's start where it all began. Rachel Zegler, a New Jersey kid with a big voice, was just 16 when she answered an open casting call for Steven Spielberg's West Side Story. Out of 30,000 hopefuls, she landed the role of Maria, and when the film hit theaters in 2021, she blew everyone away. Critics raved about her raw talent, her powerful singing, and her magnetic presence. At 20, she snagged a Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy, the youngest ever to win in that category and the first of Colombian descent. Hollywood was at her feet, throwing big roles her way. Shazam, Fury of the Gods, The Hunger Games prequel, and Disney's live-action Snow White. It looked like she'd be a star for decades, but fame comes with a price, and Zegler learned that the hard way. Enter Snow White. When Disney announced Zegler as their new princess in 2021, the internet erupted. Some cheered the casting of a Latina actress in a role traditionally seen as white, but others cried foul, arguing she didn't fit the skin as white as snow fairy tale. Zegler herself said she never imagined she'd play the role, telling Variety it was a dream come true because Snow White, or Blancanieves, is a cultural icon in Spanish-speaking countries. But the backlash wasn't just about her casting. 2022, at Disney's D23 Expo, she called the 1937 animated film dated and its prince a stalker, saying the new version would focus on Snow White as a leader, not a damsel dreaming of true love. Fans of the classic felt attacked, and social media lit up with outrage, and that was just the beginning of the drama. Things got messier when Zegler's political views hit the spotlight. In 2024, she posted Free Palestine alongside a Snow White trailer, sparking tension with her co-star Gal Gadot, a vocal supporter of Israel who'd served in the Israeli Defense Forces. Variety reported Disney had to beef up security for Gadot after threats surfaced, and rumors of a feud between the two actresses swirled when they didn't do joint interviews. Then, after the 2024 election, Zegler posted on Instagram, slamming Trump and his supporters, saying they'd never know peace. She later apologized, but the damage was done. Sources told the Daily Mail that Disney saw her as a liability, with producer Mark Platt flying to New York to urge her to tone it down. But was she really the problem? Or was she set up to fail? When Snow White finally hit theaters in March 2025, it was a disaster. The film, which cost $270 million to make, pulled in just $43 million domestically and $87 million globally in its opening weekend. Critics tore it apart, giving it a 42% on Rotten Tomatoes, though many praised Zegler's performance. Disney seemed to distance itself from her, scaling back her press appearances and holding a low-key premiere compared to Moana 2's glitzy event. Insiders whispered that the studio was pinning the flop on Zegler's outspokenness, with some claiming she'd been essentially blacklisted from major films. Social media piled on, with hashtags like "You Earn Snow White Flop" trending and memes mocking her as a narcissist. But with her career on the line, Zegler didn't back down. Instead, she pivoted. Zegler's next move is a return to her roots, the stage. She's set to star as Eva Perón in a West End revival of Evita from June to September 2025. A role that lets her flex her musical chops and remind everyone why she broke out in the first place. She's also lined up a film, She Gets It From Me, alongside Marisa Tomei, playing a daughter reconnecting with her wild ex-punk rocker mom. It's a smaller, character-driven project, a far cry from Disney's blockbuster machine. Fans are split. Some are thrilled to see her booked and busy, as one ex-post put it, while others, like a user who tweeted, "She's still getting roles after Snow White," "That's insane," aren't convinced. But some say she's still fighting an uphill battle. The internet hasn't been kind. X posts and Reddit threads have called her everything from box office poison to immature, with some claiming studios won't touch her after Snow White's $115 million loss. Jonah Platt, son of producer Mark Platt, posted, then deleted, a rant calling her narcissistic for hijacking the film's promotion with her politics. But others, like journalist Mark Harris on Blue Sky, argue Disney's scapegoating her to dodge their own failures, pointing to the film's weak script and direction. Over 50 journalists signed an open letter condemning a Variety article that blamed Zegler, calling it a hit job. Fans on X, like one who wrote, "She's being set up to take the fall for a multi-million-dollar loss. See misogyny and racism in the hate." So, what's next for a star caught in the crossfire? Here's where it gets interesting. Some insiders speculate Zegler's playing the long game. Her silence on recent controversies, unlike her earlier outspokenness, feels strategic. Rumors are swirling about a potential streaming series, loosely based on a misunderstood star's downfall, which sounds suspiciously like her own story. Others whisper about a memoir in the works, a chance to reframe her narrative. Her Evita role could be a masterstroke, showcasing her talent away from Hollywood's glare. As one ex-user noted, she's headlining a major musical while trolls keep trolling. She's winning. But others aren't so sure, with posts claiming she's failing upwards. Is this a spiral or a reinvention? One thing's clear, Zegler's story isn't over yet. So, where does Rachel Zegler go from here? She's a talent who soared to the top, crashed with a flop, and now stands at a crossroads. Her West Side Story triumph showed she's got the skills, but Snow White proved how quickly the internet and industry can turn. With Evita and She Gets It From Me, she's betting on her roots and raw talent to rebuild. But will Hollywood give her another shot? Or will the memes and blacklisting rumors win? Maybe she'll flip the script with a tell-all project. Or maybe she'll vanish for a while, only to return stronger. One question lingers. Is Rachel Zegler a cautionary tale of fame's dangers, or is she crafting the ultimate comeback? Drop your thoughts below and subscribe for more Hollywood drama, because this story's far from over.